So we have the Miles Golden Bears, Fairfield, Alabama, stepping up and getting it done in terms of what that looks like. As they put on the headsets and get engaged and get ready up, we'll get talk about that as we're producing that, ready to go. With that being said, Coach Shea, tell us a little bit about who you brought with you. And I always like to ask this question because a huge roster, right? A lot of players are stellar playing well, but there's a certain reason that you decided to bring these two young men. Why these two young men?
Okay, first off, Coach Sam Shea, head football coach, Miles College.
Yes.
I brought two guys. One's an offensive lineman, one's a defensive lineman. One of the reasons is it starts up front with me. I'm a big believer that it starts up front on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And also, both of these young men are great leaders in our program on both sides of the ball. So first off, Tyler Lowery, he's our center. He actually missed last season, and we missed him tremendously, his leadership that he brings. And so we're excited about him being back. He's a redshirt junior. And also we have a redshirt junior, Roosevelt Thompson, one of our defensive tackles. Started for us last year every game that he was healthy. He had some games he was a little bit banged up in and out of the lineup, so that hurt us some. But we've got both of these guys back this year and excited not only about their play that they bring, but also the leadership. We felt like we missed that last year, so we're excited about it.
While I pass it over to Charles, I just got to ask, do y'all, like, smile at all? I mean, not
at all.
I just kidding. Hey, look serious, man. Look, I'm not going to hit anybody today. You know what I'm saying? We good. Y'all have me fired up, ready to focus, but we're going to have a little fun. Game time, we'll get a chance to get out here and you'll get out to mix it up. But, you know, this is SIAC.
Good football. Good football. Great football.
Great football. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, Coach, and that's one of the things I noticed each coach kind of talked about the talent level in this league. When you kind of take a look from year one going into year two, what has been the biggest thing in terms of leapfrogging, if you will, within the program moving into the year two?
Well, you know, for us, you know, I talked about it earlier, but there were some guys off that 21 team that graduated that were really good players at Miles College. So, you know, I get there, and then there's some guys that had gotten in the transfer portal before I got the job. So, you know, you lose a good amount of talent before you even play a game. And then we get into the season. We had some injuries. We lost 3 starters on offense the first game for the year. And so for us, one of the biggest things is just going to be staying healthy and having that depth that creates competition at each position. I feel like we were lacking that last year. We just didn't have that competition at each position, and because of injuries we got down to we played some guys that weren't scholarship guys, but it was next man up mentality for us.
Obviously professional background. In terms of coaching mentorship, is there styles that you bring to this head coaching position?
Well, you know, I've been fortunate to have played for and worked under some really good head coaches, some guys that have been successful. Actually, my high school head coach, a guy by the name of Ron Cheatham, he passed away a couple years ago, but I feel like I learned a lot from him, you know, just in being disciplined and working hard. Also, my college head coach, Coach Gene Stallings, same thing, and you know, there's some other guys that I could name, but I'm big on I feel like we've got to be able to run the ball on offense, and people say, well, people are throwing the ball more. Well, when you're throwing the ball a lot and you can't run it, you make yourself one-dimensional, and I feel like that helps the defense. That helps guys like Roosevelt know that I don't have to play the run. I can just rush the pass. You know, so that helps him. Defensively, same thing. We weren't consistent stopping the run, so we've got to be able to stop the run because now we're trying to make that offense one-dimensional. And so if we know that guy's got to drop back and throw the ball, guys like Roosevelt up front and our defensive ends, pass rushers, they can get after him. And then that makes our secondary job a little bit easier. But, you know, we just weren't consistent in those areas on either side of the ball, and we feel like that hurt us. And so we've tried to address that.
No doubt.
Tyler, I want to follow up with you in terms of coming back, not being able to play a full season last year. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
Oh, I feel great about the upcoming season. Last year it was, bad for me, and I feel like I let myself down and a lot of people on the team down. But I won't let that get to me for the upcoming season because we're going to have a great season.
So what do you look, not just you individually, but your team on that side of the ball, what do you look for everybody to get done to help you have the success that you're looking forward to this season?
Well, as a leader of the offense, I want everybody to, do their job. Offensive line, it takes 5 of us to do our job. Quarterback, running back, receivers, everybody. Everybody uses everybody to win or score. Everything.
I like that. Now I like that. Look, now we're gonna go back to the defensive side. You look focused, look ready, looking sharp. Tell us a little bit about in terms of the style of play that you like in terms of what you're gonna need to get done, not just you individually, but also holistic as a team.
Well, I feel like the defense need to be more. We need to build more chemistry. We already there, but we need to have more fun at practice so everybody be more bought in. But at the same time, I think we're going to be all right.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense when you talk about the chemistry that's necessary to be as effective as you want. What are some things, Coach, that you do to help build that chemistry and maybe get it done a little faster? I know a lot of folks talk about coming together, doing some things, not just in terms of on the field, but also off the field.
Well, one of the things that we tried to do this offseason, we tried to bring in different speakers from different walks of life. And, for instance, but guys with football backgrounds, like I was able to bring in one of my former teammates, Darryl Green, doggone Hall of Famer, and, just a phenomenal and very, very a man of faith, very spiritual guy. And he's also a small college guy. He played on a Division II level out in Texas at Texas A&M Kingsville. Yeah, that's where he played at. And, just having guys like that come in and talk to our guys about it. It doesn't matter where you are. Hey, you can get it done. Here's a guy, 5'8", played 20 years in the league. So that's just one of the things, just having – and we've had guys come in that have had success playing football. For instance, one of my former players, he's a doctor in Birmingham, a former offensive lineman, came in and talked to the team. And, those are some things that we're trying to do. And we've also got our FCA program started on campus, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, just trying to bring those guys together, not just athletically and academically, but also spiritually, because we talk about trying to develop these young men, not just as athletes and not just as students, but also spiritually. And we can do that because, we're at a school that's a Christian school, CME Church, so I can, talk about faith and things like that.
Yeah, so. Even more so than
yes, indeed.
Naturally.
Yes,
but
sir.
It fits in there. Roosevelt, going back to you, why the coach? Why are you excited about what Coach brings to the table and as the program moves forward?
Because Coach like to be very interactive with his team. He like to talk to all the players, see what they like, and he like to make practice more fun.
And yourself, same question in terms of Miles College. Why has it been such an exciting place for you about playing for Coach in this university?
Well, the environment and, just waking up in the morning and getting out and doing something you love to do and doing it with people that love to do it the same thing as you. Like, Coach Shea shows us every morning, every day that he loves coming out there and being with us and, being there for us, like in any type of manner or, for anything.
Fairfield or Birmingham?
Fairfield.
See, I do my homework. I know a little something. Last thing, Coach, tell us just in terms of your excitement for the season, why the expectations are high in regards to what you want to get done throughout the season.
Well, one thing I do want to make sure that I say, because, these young men have talked about myself, but some of the things they said, I feel like they were talking about the coaching staff, the guys that coach them, the position coaches, and I see those guys interact with them. And I feel like we've got a great staff, and they do a great job of coaching, but also loving on these guys and developing those relationships.
I'm glad that you brought that to the table. It's important.
Yes, sir.
Because it is the team atmosphere that really you take with you for life, no matter what goes on.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. And you just asked The last question?
Yeah, the last question, I'm just saying, what do you want to do in regards to this season that's going to take you to that next level? What has you excited about continuing to build this program?
Well, like I said, I feel like we've added some players that are going to, create more competition at each position, because that's what it's about. That's how you get better, when you create that competition. And these guys know that I always talk about, hey, when you come in that weight room, you come to that field every day, hey, there's an imaginary sign up on the building, and it says now hiring every day. That means you got to earn that spot every single day, and that's life. That's how life is. Mm-hmm. And hopefully that helps them long past football.
Absolutely,
realizing when they go in that job every day, they better be at their best, or they'll go get somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah, I know we have a short period with you today, but look excited for the entire season.
Yes.
We promise to get back with you, bring it on so we can get a little more in depth and get a little more information about the entirety of the program, special guys like yourselves in terms of this season. We look forward to talking with you, watching you this season. It should be a lot of excitement. Thank you for your time.